What's going on, y'all? We back with another reaction. You see who it is, bro. I don't even gotta explain who this is, bro. You know this dude is a basketball. So he is a basketball savant. You know what I'm saying? He is that guy. He knows his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He does the research. He has graphs and everything. This dude right here, he know what he talking about. So, but we gonna react to he triggered the entire NBA with one sentence. All right. This shit got 43,000 views. Damn, dude. What the hell? All right. 43. I said 43,000 views. I meant 43,000 likes. My fault. Tobacco. But yeah, we gonna react to this video. Let's get it started.
In the NBA, I don't think there's a single topic where
How you guys doing? And by the way, appreciate you guys liking up the LeBron video. There's a lot of LeBron haters in my comments. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate LeBron. I already said what I said. I think he's the second greatest player of all time. But hey, some people think different. But hey, people are entitled to their opinion. But let's get back to the video. Appreciate y'all guys' support though.
All the debates, takes, forums, media, I have never seen everyone come together and agree on anything. Until a few days ago. All thanks to this man. In a collective act unlike anything we have ever seen.
Damn, he got the whole nigga. Everybody got a check mark. Damn, he got the whole NBA in his comments. Goddamn.
NBA players have joined forces.
Even Michael Carter Williams, Quinn Cook. I haven't heard of Quinn Cook's name in a minute.
To tell
Chandler Parsons.
He's wrong. The worst part, he might be right.
I have to watch the NBA finals.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
And they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
Now, before I give my opinion, I'm gonna let the video play, and then I'll give my opinion at the end of the video. But I want put in the comments. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about what he said on live television? All right. Do you think that the NBA, you know what I'm saying, you are world champions, or that you gotta be you know what I'm saying, you gotta beat actual other countries to be considered world champions? Let me know in the comments.
Really excited to.
I'm not gonna lie, Jimmy, sorry.
They're my two favorite sports.
I know you're trying to make your money, but I'm here to react to your video.
Exist in two different planes of reality. But a few days ago, the two sports collided. All thanks to one little interview that got blown completely out of proportion. So what better opportunity for me to blow it even more out of proportion? You see this guy right here? This is Noah Lyles. He's the fastest man in the world.
Oh, is he now?
This past week, he pulled off the coveted triple gold at the 2023 World Championships, winning the one.
Nigga ran a 9.83. Nigga ran a 19. Okay, that nigga, I don't know what any of these stats mean. I don't run, but looks like he's number one in EBV, number one in every one of them. So.
A feat that hasn't been pulled off on the world stage since 2016 by an athlete y'all may or may not be familiar with, named Usain Bolt. Yeah,
Usain?
Noah Lyles is really good. And after his historic week on the track, Lyles had some strong words about the idea of being a world champion.
Nigga need to clean his fucking fingernails, bro. What the fuck?
And how some leagues use the title when they probably shouldn't.
That hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong.
Yo, why my boy look like he got natural veneers?
I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
Now, this sentiment of a domestic league claiming a world championship despite never facing other countries to win the title has been echoed for years, and it makes sense. In order to be a world champion, you need to beat the rest of the world. In 2010, Greg Popovich, who has been the head coach of the US men's national team since 2019, said it doesn't make sense for an NBA team to call themselves the world champions. I don't remember anybody playing anybody outside of our borders to get that tag. Popovich, along with countless others, agree with Lyles. There's not really much to debate here. Until NBA players saw the interview.
Yeah, until like the whole fucking NBA crucified this man in the comments. Like literally, bro. Look at all these comments. Every one of these niggas got a check mark. They're verified. The fuck? What's all the smoke for no reason? Big fan, but gonna be nigga. I can't read. Big fan, but going with that bullshit. Somebody help this brother. Nigga said somebody help this man. He sound dumb and mad. Damn, Swaggy. Nigga say he sound dumb and mad.
In the most
Why would he be mad? He just won
voice
3
of opinion
fucking.
I've ever seen in my 7 years covering the NBA. Players across the league chimed in on the discussion. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Draymond Green, Aaron Gordon. The whole damn
at least Drummond
NBA
kept it
pulled up to
respectful.
drop off their 2 cents about Noah Lyles' comments. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Somebody
This
help
man
this
had the
brother.
whole league descending on him
Just show
over a
Katie's
few
face. I
words.
could just imagine him
Every
typing that with
single
that
one
face.
of them in universal agreement that the team that wins the NBA Finals are, in fact, the world champions. And you know what? They're right. The team that wins the NBA Finals in any given season are the world champions. And here's why. See, I love track and field. I ran it in college. It was my best sport. One of my closest friends, CJ Allen, represented the US and ran at the World Championship meet this past week. And so I feel I have a solid perspective on this debate. I understand.
Nigga Jimmy High Roller was playing ball and was playing and was running track. This nigga was an athlete.
Where Noah
Nigga
is
was an
coming from.
athlete.
He didn't just earn the title of world champion by simply being the best in the world. He earned the title by beating the best in the world. The title of world champion doesn't inherently come from being the best in the world. It comes from winning a competition that includes the entire world. Or does it? See, in most other sports,
I'm not gonna pause.
like
I'm gonna let
the
it rock.
vast
I'm gonna give my
majority of
opinion at the end of the
sports, in
video.
order
I'm not
to be
gonna.
crowned a world
just
champion,
listen.
you must win some form of competition or tournament on a world scale. Whether it's the World Championships, the Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, even the Little League World Series.
fuck is
a lot of
equestrian?
sports fans believe
What
the
the-
route to win a
equestrian?
world
What the fuck
title
is that?
means beating the
Nordic
rest of
combined.
the world, and rightfully so.
Roller
But when
speed
it comes to
skating. That's an
basketball,
Olympic sport?
specifically the NBA, I would disagree. The NBA, despite the word national literally being in the name, is a league comprised of the best basketball players in the world. It isn't some second-rate league. It isn't a sport that's only played here in the States. It is by far the best basketball league on the planet.
Nah, it
in
is.
fact, out of 537 active NBA players,
You're not wrong. The NBA, I mean, it's a fucking fact. I mean, the main reason, I mean, to be honest, the main reason why the NBA is the best league in the world is because they bring in the most revenue, bro. If there was a league out in fucking Taiwan or fucking Manchester, you know what I'm saying, or somewhere out there in England, my nigga, if they was out here giving these type of contracts, niggas is going to England, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? It's just that simple. It's the same thing with soccer. Soccer, nigga, the UK, they be paying them niggas the bread. They give them niggas the bank. The MLS trying to keep up. They just got Messi. They got a bunch of other niggas. But bro, the best league in the best leagues in soccer are in the fucking United Kingdom. So niggas is gonna flock over there if they want to play against the best in the world. So it's the same thing with the NBA. Niggas, if niggas want to play against the best in the world and make the best money possible and maximize their potential, then they're gonna go to the best league. It's that simple. But that doesn't mean that you're the world champion. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go to
128 of
another
them
country.
are international players. That's 24% of the league. The OKC Thunder have 9 international players from 5 different countries on their roster alone. Unlike a sport like American football, which is almost exclusively played in the
Even football, like football, they don't even. I don't even think they call themselves world champions. It's just the Super Bowl, and then you win the trophy. You know what I'm saying? They don't call it the fucking world champion. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, they do that. I mean, baseball. I mean, it's like up and up with them in Japan. When Japan is, you know what I'm saying, on they shit, when they get some talent, bro, they show love, bro. They gonna flock. The baseball's one of the I think it's the number one sport in Japan. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, baseball in the United States, you know what I'm saying, MLB is the best baseball league in the world. You know what I'm saying, in terms of the amount of money they bring in. They are able to pay these motherfuckers over fucking $500 million contracts over the course of 7-8 years. These motherfuckers is getting paid, so that's why they go into the MLB, because they want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? It's all money, bro.
US, basketball
money.
is a worldwide sport with leagues around the globe. The best players from every country all ending up in the NBA. Now sure, the NBA Finals isn't technically the World Championship by definition, but an NBA championship team is naturally the world champions since the league is home to the best talent in the world. Would it be anything
Not
more
wrong.
than a formality to send, let's say, the Denver Nuggets to Spain to play the Real Madrid basketball club, parade around the world to prove they are definitively the world champs? No. And yet, that is exactly what some NBA teams do. Since 1984, and held nearly every year since, a handful of NBA teams play exhibition games against international teams. And since 1984, there have been 178 of these NBA team versus international team games. Of those 178 games, NBA teams have won 161 of them,
Damn.
giving NBA teams a win percentage against international teams over the last 4 decades of 90%. In fact, the NBA's record against international teams over the last 42 games is 41-1. Look at this. The Blazers were one of the worst teams in the league last season, won only 33 games. I would know. Unfortunately, they're my team.
Damn,
Last
you're a Portland
October,
Trailblazer
they faced
fan?
This team, a team out of the Israeli
And they about to
National
get rid of
Basketball
Dame?
League
Yeah,
with
I
a
feel
name
bad for
I
you.
won't even try to pronounce. And the Blazers blew them out by 53 points.
Nah, you're not wrong, but like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta also, you know what I'm saying, give the EuroLeague niggas some comp, you know what I'm saying, some love too. Because even though it's a very, very, like you just said, a very, very small amount of games that they won, bro, they beat NBA teams before. Good NBA teams at that. You know what I'm saying? Not no trash teams like this. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, shit like this is gonna happen. You go up against goddamn Real Madrid. You go up against fucking I don't even know what teams is out there in the EuroLeague. But you go up against a team like that, and you know what I'm saying, they not that athletic. They play more team basketball. EuroLeague, they play more team oriented basketball, and they love to shoot a lot. They love to shoot a lot, and they love to take a lot of layups. You know what I'm saying? So they're not really that athletic. Some are, but not most of them. Most of them are very, very, very fundamental, which is why Greg Popovich fucking loves flocking to them, because they're very fundamental basketball players. So that being said, oftentimes, even in regular basketball, fundamentals beats talent. If you just do the fundamentals, then you can win games. And that happened with the EuroLeague teams in most of the games that they won. You know what I'm saying?
Here's
I'm
another
not
game
gonna,
from
but
last
he is
season, where
right though. The
ragtag
NBA, bro,
OKC
every time they go up
Thunder
against these
lineup played a game
EuroLeague
against
teams,
a team from the
they smoke
Australian
these niggas.
National Basketball League and beat them by 33 points. Half of these Thunder players don't even see the court in the NBA, and they still blew this team out.
Nigga, Poku
in
said-
2019,
nigga, Poku
the Cavaliers, who were the worst team in the entire league, faced off against one of the
I
better
can't even
teams
say his
in
last
South
name.
America and smoked them by 31. This Cavs team was the worst team in the entire NBA,
Nah, yeah, I
and
watched
they
this
still
game.
ran a premier international team out of the building.
I watched this
Just
game.
look at these results from past games. They're almost all like this. NBA teams don't face international teams for world basketball supremacy because they don't need to.
But at
The
the,
best
but at the same time, this is an exhibition. It's really just, you know what I'm saying, for people to watch basketball at the end of the day. So I'm pretty sure the NBA teams don't give a fuck about winning the game. I mean, they do a little bit. You obviously want to win, but I'm pretty sure they don't really give a fuck if they lose either. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's exhibition, bro. It's just, we just here to get some reps in at the end of the day and entertain the fans.
teams in the world,
But they will
without
obviously want to win, though.
exception, are
But,
all
like, still,
here
at the end of the
in
day, it's not that
NBA.
serious.
If there
This
was
is
a world
exhibition.
tournament for every pro basketball team to have a shot at winning a world championship, the last team standing would just be NBA teams. And then we just added a whole bunch of steps to what we already know as the NBA playoffs. But you don't even have to look into international competition to see how the NBA is a worldwide league. Last season, 6 of the top 8 NBA MVP candidates were international
Nah,
players.
literally, nah, these international niggas is taking over the league, bro. I can't, bro. Watching like 10 more years, bro. I guarantee you, once these countries actually start developing, you know what I'm saying, great, you know what I'm saying, programs to develop these basketball players, then, bro, the Olympics is going to be lit, bro. The day that the USA actually like has to like lock in to fucking win these games against these teams, because they actually have NBA talent on these teams, like a lot of NBA talent on these teams, is gonna be fucking amazing, bro. Because I don't watch the Olympics like that, because every time the US just win, the US is gonna win. The only time I watch the Olympics is when the US loses a game, and that never happens.
The player who won the award.
And then when it does happen, they only lose one game, and then they
International
win every fucking
Player,
game
as was
after
the
that.
MVP in 2022 and 2021 and 2020 and 2019. And in terms of odds, the player who is favored to win the MVP this upcoming season is an international player.
International
so is
niggas.
the player in second and third and fourth. The first overall pick in this year's NBA
got
draft
Shai
is
Alexander
from
at the
France.
bottom?
And this is really nothing new. 10 years ago, the San Antonio Spurs roster consisted of 10 international players,
Nah, literally.
which was more than the number
Told you,
of
Greg Pop
US
love these
born players
international
on
niggas,
their
bro.
roster. Now, we do not have a world championship tournament or competition for individual teams, and I don't think we will anytime soon. But we do have the next best thing, the Olympics and the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And you don't need to be a fan of basketball to know how these games play out.
Damn. Bro, but at the same time, look at the roster, bro. Who's beating this team? Nobody. Nobody's beating this fucking team, bro. Like at the like, bro, look at the starting five. Just like Tyson Chandler at this time was nice. Don't get it twisted. This nigga was a defensive juggernaut.
Basketball
So don't get it twisted. And he was athletic. So bro, but
The
damn.
USA men's national team began filling their
Same
roster
with the Dream
professional
Team.
players from the NBA.
Who the fuck is beating Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone? I think I said Charles Barkley already. Fucking John Stock. Like, who's beating these niggas?
Basketball tournaments. That's both the Olympics and the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Out of those 15 world tournaments, the US won 10 of them and medaled in 13. Their total win-loss record throughout that 32-year span, 111
to
and
12.
12 losses in 32 years. The average margin of victory for the US men's basketball team in international competition, plus 26 points per game. For perspective, the largest margin of victory throughout the 2023 NBA season was plus 6.5 by the Boston Celtics. The worst team in the NBA last season had a margin of victory of negative 10. When the US sends out a basketball team for international competition, the gap between them and the rest of the world is larger than the gap between the best NBA team and the worst NBA team.
Okay, bro, you got it. I'm not gonna lie, Jimmy, you got it, bro. You getting your point across. I know, bro. The USA basketball team, the USA basketball program is derived of some of the most talented and most athletic basketball players known to man. The US produces the best basketball players because basketball is one of the most popular sports in this country. We get that. So, you know what I'm saying? This differentiation that he's put in here, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? The Celtics, they have the difference between the best and worst teams in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? So the difference between them winning, you know what I'm saying, is above the FIBA, and the difference between them losing is below FIFA, you know what I'm saying? But the USA is above all the motherfuckers because the USA is the best fucking team in the goddamn country. We get it, my nigga. Like, we know.
So
but like,
does
you know
winning the NBA Finals
talking about?
truly make a team the world champions?
I'm smart.
Well, technically, no. They don't face any international teams. They don't win a world competition. So, by definition, they are not world champions. But I mean, come on. This argument is sheer technicalities and semantics. You point me to the team outside of the US that can beat the Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat, the Boston Celtics, or the LA Lakers, and I'll point you to a world champion. Being the best in the world doesn't simply make you the world champion, and beating the best in the world surely does. But what if the best in the world are all playing in the same league, and you and your team are the winners of that league? Well, in my opinion, for whatever it's worth, that makes you the world champions.
Okay, video's over. All right, now let me give you my 2 cents before I end the video. All right, what Noah Lyles said is 100% facts. All right, and I'm about to explain it right now. I'm about to explain it to you. All right, the NBA, like Jimmy High Roller said, is the best basketball league in the world, which is a fact. They bring in the most revenue, they produce the best talent, and they, you know what I'm saying, they got programs everywhere, you know what I'm saying, they got their own league pass. So they over there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? They making the billions. But with that being said, most of the teams that are derived in the NBA, besides Canada, are USA or American teams, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Denver is not from fucking Uzbekistan. Boston is in Massachusetts. New York is in New York. Brooklyn's in New York. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the stadium's at, but yeah, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So, with that being said, you can't call yourself the world champion if you playing for a U.S. team or Canadian team. And I'm pretty sure U.S. and Canadian, I was about to say Canadian. I'm pretty sure U.S. and Canada is not the world. You are considered world champions, like Noah Lyles said, when you beat other countries. That's why the Olympics is there. That's why the FIBA tournament is there. Because when you win those tournaments, when you enter those tournaments, you are representing your country and going up against other countries, bro. You know what I'm saying? Derived from around the world. Now, like Jimmy Hot Roller said, niggas from around the world do flock to the NBA, but at the end of the day, the NBA is an American league. Okay? American league. So these teams are derived of American teams that are in America, you know what I'm saying? States that are in America or cities, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck they want to name their team. So with that being said, you can't call yourself the world champions. Fucking, like I said earlier, soccer in the UK, my nigga, the world, not the, the world, they only call this shit the World Cup when niggas is going up against other countries, bro. The world champion. But you don't see when the Euro Leagues is out there, the league, I don't know what leagues is out there in the UK. But I know the best leagues is in the UK. So whatever championships they winning out there, I'm pretty sure they're not calling it the world title because they got the fucking World Cup for that. The World Cup is the world. You're the best country in the world. That's why everybody fucking flocks to that shit, bro. That's why when the World Cup starts, bro, every country from everywhere, that's the number one sport that niggas is watching because every country is tuned into that, bro. If you win the World Cup, then you're the best country in soccer. You know what I'm saying? But in the NBA, it's not that case, bro. It would be different if the NBA was derived of every fucking country. If the NBA was derived of every country and you had to go up against other countries' teams or other countries' you know what I'm saying, like organizations, you know what I'm saying, and you merge the organizations and you going up against these other fucking countries, then you can call yourself world champions. But if you're just going up against other fucking American teams or Canada teams, that's not the world. The world is fucking Uzbekistan, the Congo, Lebanon, Slovenia, Serbia, Lithuania, Brazil, Russia. I don't know if Russia's in it. China, Japan. That's the world. The world is not the U.S. and Canada. So, but at the end of the day, I get where Jimmy Haro is coming from. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is the best league in the world. So, if everybody from the world is flocking to the NBA, you would understand why these motherfuckers say that they're best in the world. But at the end of the day, in the definition of the world, the NBA is not the world. It's in the United States. And most of the teams, like I said, most of the teams in the United States, most of the teams that are in the NBA are American teams. Only one team in the NBA is not an American team, and they're in Canada. And Canada and the United States is not the world. At the end of the day, that's all I want to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out this motherfucker. Peace.